The track, the great equalizer. It's a magical place where guts and grit can easily outshine horsepower and complex engineering. The track is where the fast, the rich, and the idiotic all come to prove their driving might. And today, it's all ours. Hi, I'm Nick James for Digital Trends, and today we're on the legendary Portland International Raceway. It's a rare opportunity for us to review a car on the track. So when my producer asked me what kind of car I wanted for our track day, I told him I wanted something Italian. I wanted a two-door, soft top, highly tuned engine, and with a shouty exhaust. I thought of a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, or maybe even a Pagani. And when I got to the track this morning, I found this, a 1.4-liter subcompact. But don't worry, this is the Fiat 500 Cabrio, and it isn't as silly as it looks. In place of the metal roof, Fiat has installed a retractable cloth drop top. And on the sides, the designers have added some scorpion emblems and some special graphics. Obviously then, the Abarth is not a standard Fiat 500. In fact, Fiat brags it is very track capable. Accordingly, there is a list of pre-drive safety checks you have to go through in the owner's manual before you take it on the track. Let's take a look at them. Are the tires fully inflated? Yes, it has tires. Are the lights all working? Yes, they are intact. Are all the fluids at the proper levels? Yes, I even topped off the olive oil. Once all safety pre-checks have been completed, to ensure driver dynamism, he must consume the customary 3 glasses of red wine before attempting full-speed track driving. So what aside from the graphics and emblems distinguishes the Abarth from the standard 500? First off, Fiat added bigger brakes, wider tires, and lowered and stiffened the suspension. But we'll get to that in a minute. Of all the changes that transform the standard 500 into the Abarth, perhaps my favorite is the exhaust. And that ferocious sounding exhaust is no accident either. Fiat fitted 10 different exhausts to the Abarth before they found just the right sound, and I absolutely love it. You get on it there and it sounds just like a lion being stuck through a jet engine. Arrgh, yes! And what engine makes such mighty noise? None other than Fiat's 1.4-liter MultiAir 4-cylinder. This one, however, has had a big turbo fitted to it, so now it makes 160 horsepower and 170 pound-feet of torque. The feisty little 4 will push the Abarth to 60 from a dead standstill in less than 7 seconds. The performance upgrade is not simply a bolt-on turbocharger coincidence. Fiat worked very hard to improve performance. They actually fitted 2 intercoolers on the driver and passenger front air inlets that feed thick, cool air to the 18 PSI turbocharger, which spins at 230,000 RPM, which just rams the air down into that engine, making 117 horsepower per liter. Push the sport mode on the dash and the Abarth gets even better. The engine produces 20 more pound-feet of torque, the steering gets heavier, and the exhaust pumps out more carbons, allowing you to rip and crackle through the gears. Newfound power in the Abarth is great, in theory. Get on the throttle here though, and reality gets a bit squirrely. The front and back wheels are so close together that any change in torque or steering angle sends the Abarth off in a whole new direction suddenly, and with all that torque, you really have to white knuckle this big sport steering wheel just to keep it in line. And it's very exciting, don't get me wrong, but it's also a bit frightening. I love the sound of the new exhaust too, but I wish the designers had spent as much time figuring out how to get torque to the front wheels safely as they had tuning that exhaust. It's very Italian though. Make it shouty, make it stylish, and then realize you're over budget and go on a break. As much as the Italians hate it, a little bit of austerity here would have gone a long way. Piping that power from the Turbo 4 to the front wheels is this, a specially designed track-proven 5-speed manual. Fiat says the 5-speed's 3.35 final drive ratio makes for quick acceleration and faster top speed while maintaining fuel efficiency. This all might be true, but the shifter they fitted to this thing is absolutely ridiculous. Look how thick it is. It's like I'm grabbing, it looks like I'm grabbing a man's bits. Oh. Once you've received your last rites and made peace with the 170 pound-feet of fiery Italian torque, you realize that Fiat did a masterful job with the suspension upgrades. Fiat designers fitted the Abarth with very stiff springs. In the front they are 33% stiffer and 15 millimeters lower than the standard one, with some Coney twin-tube struts. In the back they went all out. They are 300% stiffer than the European Fiat 500, and they thought Americans were soft. The brakes have been bulked up too. Behind the forged aluminum 17-inch wheels are some 11.1-inch ventilated rotors with red calipers at all four wheels. Delightfully, these big brakes will bring the Abarth to a rapid stop. The Abarth Cabrio is bigger on the interior than you might expect, at least up front. Fiat says it can seat 4, and I'm sure it can seat 4 something? Cats, perhaps? The back seat then is just a luggage shelf, which you will need for when the soft top is all the way back, it takes up the entire trunk. I hated driving the Abarth hardtop because I had no room. This one is a different story altogether though, for as you will see, I have all the headroom in the world. The Abarth is not only one of the most unusual looking cars on the road, it also offers a very special and exciting driving experience. The standard Abarth Cabrio starts at $26,000, but this one has been optioned up to just shy of $30,000. While the FRS might be faster, roomier, and more manageable in the corners, it's as Japanese as the Abarth is Italian, which is to say it inspires confidence and lets you get comfortable. The Fiat shouts and waves its arms in the air unlike most any other car for under 200K, constantly reminding you that you are a stamp on the throttle away from driving right on the edge with your heart palpitating and a big grin plastered on your face. And all this for liras on the dollar. So the Abarth then is the scary Italian supercar that you've always wanted, but for a price you can afford.